then what you do is find out where that police officer lives. I know how to find out where they live as well. It's very simple. I've got ways to do it. Any police officer. But what you do is you only do it to the ones who are aggressive. And then what you do is you go and politely knock on his door. You're not aggressive, just politely. Just tell that little bugger to behave himself. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. And it's fine. But yeah, so yeah, if you have any more knocks on the door, lad, I can get the address for you. I can go with you. We have a polite talk to them and just politely say to them to behave themselves.
Can you do it on a live stream?
Yeah, of course you can do it on a live stream. TikTok would love to watch that.
Well, can you go, like, here we are, like PC George Turner House at, like, 77 Whitehall Road.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to give his address publicly, only because his innocent family would live there, so you wouldn't actually say it on live stream, because obviously the police officer who you're going to might be a dickhead, but his family are actually innocent. That's why if you ever go to knock on a police officer's address to speak to his family about the police officer being a bad officer, then you always be polite and respectful to his family, because obviously they're innocent. So you just say to his family, look, can you please tell your husband to stop being a dickhead, because he's gone to my family members' homes being aggressive. And then what's going to happen is straight away when he comes home from work, his wife is then going to say to him, look, do not do this again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because she's gonna respect the fact, because he's gonna think you've been a bastard. He'll speak to his wife and go, oh my god, was he being aggressive? And she's like, no, he's lovely as pie. He was as sweet as pie. but you need to stop fucking. You need to stop going to his family members' houses, because he's just come round to ours, and next time he might not be so friendly. So yeah, you always go polite and respectful, and it always works. Through my experiences. But not all police are bad. It's only the ones who go in and start knocking at innocent family members' houses. But yeah. But anyway, if you want to come to Turkey, lad, we'll shoot over there in a couple of weeks. Let's say 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
If you want to get over there, lad. Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Yeah, man.
How long do you want to go there for?
We'll decide. We can go to South Asia afterwards as well. You can come. I'm going to South Asia, so come down there with me if you want.
Yeah. Where are you going?
To a slum area in South Asia, Mumbai. Yeah,
Mumbai.
Mumbai, yeah.
I don't know if I think I'm banned from India.
Are you banned from India?
Yeah. Listen, do you know they've got fingerprint machines when you go through the what's it called? They'd register, wouldn't they? In
India?
Yeah.
No, I don't think the Indian authorities are. I think the authorities in India are a bit slow in the head.
Yeah, but they are very fucking slow.
Yeah, no, I don't think you've got anything to worry about in India. As long as you're carrying £50 to give them a little £50 payment, you don't even need to pay them much.
No, man. You know what happened to me? I went out in the World Cup out there. I got nicked. And I went to him there, like, I'll tell you, I went to him, it's like, you alright, mate? He goes, listen, instead of me going to court and I have to pay a fine to the court, can I just give you the money and if you want to pay the court person, you can? He said, well, what do you mean you have to go to court? I said, yeah, but why waste all that money and time when I can just give you the money? And he's like, you trying to bribe me? And I was like, no, I'm just saying, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, you can't bribe me. He started showing me all these pictures about fucking other Indian people I don't even know who the fuck they are. He was just a fucking honest, religious, fucking teetotal police officer, which was like a high-ranked one now. Another one come along, and I just said the same to him. He's like, listen, you can pay me, I will take it and you'd be gone. But this person here, he won't do it. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, see, you got to sort of speak to them indirectly first. Do you know how I do with corruption? So, because you can never ask them directly. So, same with police officers, prison officers, so it doesn't even matter. Anywhere across the world, the same sort of way works with everyone. Do you know how you do it? Instead of never ask them directly straight away, unless you know that they're 100% on it. But if they're not, you turn around and go, do you know what? So, say for example, I've been found with loads of diamonds, yeah?
Yeah.
And 2 men have got me diamonds now, right? In let's say Africa, for example.
Yeah.
I'd never ask them directly, yeah, can I pay you? Because it's corruption, right? So what you do is you go, do you know what I would do if I ever caught someone with diamonds? if I caught someone with diamonds, you know what I'd do? And they go, what would you do? I'd say, well, if I was in your position now and I caught an Englishman with diamonds, the first thing I would do is I'd take the money that he wanted to offer and I'd give him his diamonds back because you'd receive a large amount of cash. And he'd go, are you trying to say that you'll give me money? I say, no. I'm just saying to you what I would do. If I found someone with diamonds, I would turn around and accept the money, what they were about to offer me, and give them the diamonds back and just let them get on with the day. I said, because that money would save your family, like make you a lot of money. You get paid a year's wages in one transaction. And then, do you know what? That's the way to do it, because then normally what they go is, well, how do you find someone like that? And you go, welcome, you found someone like that. But it always works. That's the best way to do it. Like when me and you got arrested in Australia.
Yeah.
I was gonna say to them, but I just seen them Australians. You can't when they found them diamonds. You can't corrupt them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
where was the diamonds? In your pocket or your bag?
Nah, I had some in my, so I had some between my bum cheeks, but I had others in my bag. Now, when he opened my bag, I forgot about the ones in my bag. When he opened the ones in the bag, that's obviously when he found them, and then he strip searched me then, and then found.
Oh shit!
Yeah, did he strip search you when he arrested you?
Oh.
No. See, he must have. He just said, "You're right. You need to squat, Sam." And then he went over you like a detective. But that was the same in Ireland when he found them 53 diamonds in Ireland. What's name? Even with them diamonds, I was trying to pay me way out. I said to the police officer, "How much is this going to cost me?" He said, "What?" I said to let me go. He meant there's no amount of money that can get you out. And I thought, you bastard. I lost like 53 diamonds. That was a big loss. That.
But can you get it back?
I hope so, but I don't know. I'm just not asking them about it, because I'm in a catch-22. But I asked them about it. They might just charge me with fucking like smuggling diamonds. But the bottom line is it's legit. Do you know what I mean? So the diamonds are legit. So they were just my own personal collection, I've told them. So it's I'm legit. I'm a legit member of society. They say, well, the same with, I wonder, I need to ring them in Australia, don't I? I feel like I got robbed in Australia by them fucking police, them prison officers, airport staff. Because when they showed me the diamonds, I'm looking thinking there was definitely more diamonds than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they slotted some diamonds. But
they just seemed like so professional, and
you couldn't corrupt them. You seen it, lad. But when we were there, when he grabbed us, and I just knew there was no them Australian staff, airport staff. You can't normally with airport staff. There's always at least one who you can sort of pay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like in Australia, there's no corruption going on there, lad. Yeah, unfortunately.
Fuck, how do you reckon they got onto us?
I know exactly how they got onto us, because I'm known for diamonds. So he's sitting around and went, Sam Walker just turned up and they're gone, check him for diamonds. Because obviously I'd just been nicked in Australia with Ireland, hadn't I, with them 53 diamonds. So and then plus I'm on the Interpol red thing. So don't every time I go to different airports, I get Interpol stopped, where do you have to go through the paperwork to confirm what I'm doing in the country, how long I'm going to be in the country. So because I'm not on that Interpol red list, that's probably what it is. So that's probably flagged up in Australia and said, and then they've gone, okay, he's on the Interpol watch list.
I was going to say, do you reckon if they didn't find my ID, they'd have let me in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon potentially. I'm nice. I'm nice to look though, lad. When we got put in the back of that police van and drove into Australia to go to that fucking the place where they kept us for the weekend. New Year's Eve. Was it New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve?
I think we got there. No, I think we got there New Year's Eve, didn't we?
And then he kept us.
Was it the day before? I can't remember.
He kept us locked up
until. I remember that.
locked up into. Look, it was the 2nd of December or 2nd of January. They let us the ship the move because I thought they were sending me back to England. I was gutted, thinking, "Oh my God, I'm getting sent back to England. We'll go straight to jail." And then he didn't. He sent us to Thailand. As soon as he sent us to Thailand. Lad, but I think they thought when we got dropped off at Thailand, I think they thought we were getting a separate flight back to England. But then me and you just scooted through the fucking back doors and then straight into Thailand.
Oh, the man was alright at Thailand, wasn't he? He's like, yeah, when you get there, just don't tell him anything.
Yeah, don't tell them. Yeah, like because when we got there, because we didn't say nothing to them about what had just happened. I think that's why they didn't think we were suspicious when we just walked straight into their country. But
it was quite funny in India. It was like, what's it called? Right, we're going to deport you. And he's like, where do you live? And I thought, I ain't going back to England. Fuck that. I was like, I live in Dubai. And he's like, oh, you live in Dubai? Oh, okay, that's good. It's not too expensive. And he's like, oh, we think you live in London. I was like, mate, if you want to give me a flight back to London, go ahead. And I go, no, we pay for you to go to Dubai. And he's like, oh, Abu Dhabi's cheaper. We just got to get you back to the country. I was like, yeah, fuck, I don't care. Just get me out of this shithole.
Hey, did they pay for our flights or did we have to pay for them?
No, they paid for them.
Yeah, because they tried to make us pay for our own flights at first, though, didn't they?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, no, they did. I remember because when he went, oh, you can't come in the country, and he went, we're sending you back out. It's going to cost this much for your flight. I was like, I'm not paying for my. If you want me out of your country, you can pay for it yourself. Yeah, because I remember that, but I couldn't remember whether they paid for it or whether we did. So they ended up paying for our flights.
Do you reckon they'd never let us out in Australia, will they? Our criminal fucking yours is much worse than mine.
Lad, I bear in mind, I'd been pulled in for fucking, for I mean, it's all, no, I'm on Interpol red list, right, where it just means the fucking anywhere to go, and then bear in mind, there's a big list of things, I've got it on my phone here, when he pulled me in, suspicions of fucking firearms, drugs, diamonds, murders in Africa. There's all kinds of stuff. Bear in mind, because when I got arrested for that murder on that guy that he robbed at 18,000 from me in Africa, so when I've been arrested for that, and then obviously I got the charges kicked out because I was defending myself. So that's on there saying suspicion of multiple murders in Africa, whatever it says. But that's
surely they can't put something on there if you ain't been found guilty.
Exactly. This is what, but they've got a suspicion thing. So it says suspicion of smuggling diamonds, smuggling drugs, firearms, suspicion of murders in Africa. This is all on the hot list, the red list. So when you go, I've got it on my phone. So when you go in there, whatever country you go into, they have a list of things, what they say, they suspect you of. Do you know what I mean? So that's why when I go to different countries, they'll always pull me into the back door first and say, what are you in the country for? How long are you here for? What are you doing in this country? Do you know what I mean? So, but then because they've asked a few times, what's this? Why does it say multiple murders? I said, oh, because of corrupt charities. I said, and somebody stole $18,000 from me, and he attacked me first, and I defended myself, and it was self-defense. He tried to kill me, and he's lost his life. I said it was self-defense. I said in Africa, I said then I've had multiple attempts on my life. I said so they've got me down the red list. I said because they believe that certain charity bosses or businessmen in Africa who have been assassinated have had something to do with me. I said when it clearly hasn't. I said I don't do that sort of stuff. All I done was defend myself. But that's why I'm on Interpol hot list. But that's probably why in Australia, why they went, nah, we're not fucking, you're not staying here. But hopefully, lad, we'll get it. We'll try and get there again in the future.
Do you know what we need to do? You need to get something over from what is it? Papua New Guinea. You can get a photo over from Papua New Guinea, can't you?
Say again.
You can get a ferry over from Papua New Guinea.
To Australia?
Yeah. So I reckon if you
can you sneak in? I wonder if you can sneak in that way.
Yeah, you can. I reckon that's the easiest way to what's it called?
Let's sneak in there, lad. Let's have a go in the summer of sneaking into, seeing if we can sneak into Australia.
In the winter, because you want to go out there during their I'm not, do you? Or is it too hot?
The worst thing they're going to do is put us in jail for a little week. Or for a few days.
We should have done one night in the fucking thing and then gone to the detention centre.
I think the jails would be good in Australia. I genuinely don't. I would take the risk of having a go and spend a little week in there. We can do that if you want. We see. Let's try and sneak into the jail. Let's see if we can actually sneak into there.
Have you seen the ones in like Denmark and Norway and all that? Them prisons like there.
I would love to do it. I would love to do it for like a series, like the way what's his name? That guy. He doesn't actually do it, but he makes out he goes to all the world's roughest prisons.
Yeah.
The guy who's in Brooks EastEnders. What's his name? Ross Kemp. But he doesn't do it. But he says he goes and stays in the world's roughest prisons. He doesn't. He goes in there.
He stayed in one. He probably never. He stayed in one overnight. But what he probably done is looked like him going to bed.
100%.
Went back there in the morning and then looked like he got up.
100%. And he's had a security there. He's not gone in there by himself. What I would love to do is documentaries, where you go in there, you live in there for the full weekend from Friday to Monday, right, by yourself, no security, just a video, and in the world's roughest prisons. That would be the definition of what fucking living in jail for the weekend would be. I would love to do that in all the jails across the roughest prisons in the world. That would be sick. But Ross Kemp hasn't really done that.
We could write to them from a thing, but I don't think none of them would accept, would they?
You just have to give a black name. I've got passports there in different names, so you could just pretend you're just fucking a different name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're gonna get in there. They're gonna get a phone and all that.
In where?
Like in the phones, in the set. You want about write to them as like we're this big journalist, we're the BBC.
We could do that and pretend you work for the BBC, because we could do our own social media ones. And what you do is pretend you work for the BBC. You could actually pretend write emails if it's come from the BBC or something, and just say hi. And we have a reporter, and just whatever name my passport, and I'll tell you when I come on. But you could say, well, look, he's a documentary maker, and we would love to be able to do a documentary in your prison, if you would be up for it. And then they would actually think it was from channel BBC. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. It might work.
Let's have a look at that. You needed to do that fucking Carl Walker. I know you're as big as
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that one. Hey, that thingy though, that documentary. If you can't, have a little look what the Daily Mail, because you can get the other one, can't you? So if you get an email what looks like the Daily Mail one, and then just pretend it's from that, and then just say we could contact them and say, would you be interested in doing a documentary for your prison? This is on BBC in the United Kingdom, blah, blah, blah. And then most of these foreign countries would probably say yes. And then what we do is we just walk in and pretend, and we just with fake badges and a piece of paper that says this is from the BBC to do the documentary. You'll probably fall for it. Yes, you fall. You go, yeah, you'll probably fall for it. Maybe.
Well, but they wouldn't let you stay in there though, would they? Or you want about just go in there and walk around?
No, I want to go and stay in there for the weekend.
Yeah.
I would love to meet a documentary maker who could do that. Any prison in the world going to stay for the weekend, it'd be sick. I would. That's my entertainment. Some people want to go on holiday, but that my entertainment would be going to stay in the roughest prisons in the world for the weekend.
Yeah. Do you know what I do like? You know, it is. Listen. You know when we was in Thailand, and renting out the worst car you could get?
Yeah.
Your own, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I'm live, like, but yeah.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah, I'm live. Yeah. I'm live just on TikTok, but yeah. No, it was. You know what? It was funny that though, lad, of them cars. It was so fucking funny. It is funny that fucking that country, like, but that I wasn't even expecting to go there from Australia. I genuinely did not expect us to actually go there. Go there. So when we got there, it was just comical the fact that we ended up in that country.
Yeah, I know. Where we go? Where else should we go?
We went.
Italy, then come back with Paris, weren't it?
Oh yeah, we went to Paris.